I think every crafter needs Procreate. Why? Well, this is how I use it to design my projects, whether they are mini books or my DIY, or sometimes even paintings. I want to make sure I have the right paper sizes in real life. Anyways, so I've set up this grid, a template file. Whoops. That's my little singing bowl. And I've created a little ruler. Let's turn that off. Detailed ruler. And here I have a regular ruler. And you can see here I've marked out the measurements. Let's turn that around. So you can see quarter mark, and I have the ruler going this way and also the ruler going this way. And once in a while, I want to have what I call a cutting board ruler. So I made the measurements going from right to left instead of left to right. So I have it 1, 2, 3, going down this way. And it makes it really easy to design on, and also, it's also a 12 by 12 format, okay? So I am going to design a mini book to paint, and I thought, I'm going to use 9 by 12 paper. So I already have different paper sizes, standard sizes that I always use. And so this one, I have it set up so it's, vertical format. And then I have one, what is that one on? Okay, so I have a vertical format here and a horizontal format here. It depends on how I'm thinking about the design. And sometimes when I do a lot of paper cutting, I'll do it both ways. So for my new project, I'm going to use 9 by 12. I'm going to make my mini book out of a single sheet of 9 by 12. Sorry about that. So what I usually do is, I'll just start on a new layer, and this is the border. Just so I can, have a good idea. I have that, the shade just to kind of show me the area I have. And so now I'm thinking, I want it to be pretty simple. So I have 9 here. So let's see. And I don't really want to waste any paper, so I'm going to just do a center line there, 4.5, and then let's see how that is 2.25. I kind of want to make it sort of accurate. Okay, so the page sizes will be 2.25. So let's see the 9 by 12. And we'll cut that in half. And half of 6 is 3. And I'm thinking, and so this way I can see, are these the proportions I actually want? And now that I'm looking at it, no, I don't really like that. So I'm going to do another one. This time I think I want it 3 inches wide. So I'm still using the entire, whoops. Let's put assisted on here. So I'm going to make it 3 inches wide. And what's good with 3? Do I want a square? Not really. Let's see what 4 inches looks like. I don't really like that either. Well, let's do 3.5. And then 1, 2, 3. So I'm using most of the paper, and I'm pretty pleased with this. And then, we'll just like, you go down. And so I know in my design, I'm going to turn that off. That I'm not going to use these guys. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I also want to paper fold them. So if I fold it here, and usually, make some kind of notation, or, I'll just kind of do that. So really I have, and I'm not going to use these. So I can use this section for another project. So that's my plan. My mini book will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 pages. That's a lot of pages, front and back. So yeah, so that's kind of my crafty tip is get Procreate if you don't already have it. Create a measurement, like a ruler, and my dimensions, FYI, in case you want to recreate it, it's 2400 pixels by 2400 pixels, and I did the physical width 12 by 12, DPI at 200. And what you do is you create a drawing guide. And the grid size I have is 25 pixels. So it makes, everything easy to revise if you need to. And by creating them by 25 pixels, you can also, do the measurements quite easily. So a long time ago, I went in and I made it all nice and neat, but initially I just did it by hand, and finally I'm like, I'm using this all the time. I'm gonna clean up my entire ruler because it's super, super handy. And so also when I lay it out, I'll be able to see what I need. And that's it. That's my tip for today.